If I remember correctly, you all were heading towards central Charleston, towards a low-income neighborhood where somebody had gone missing. And can you remember? Can you remind me the name of that person? Was it Roger Doyle?
It could be Doyle, it could be Sonny, and it could also. We were at the plant where Sonny worked as a packer.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
Uh,
you were going to Sally's house, and then Roger Doyle also disappeared from around that area.
yeah, so because we've already went to the house of the Sands, where uh, S- Steve Sands, I believe, was Steve Sands was the son, and he disappeared. And now Mary Sands also disappeared.
Yeah, Mary Ann disappeared 3 days ago, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah,
3 days.
Robert Zond disappeared 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, sorry.
Oh, yeah, Robert was the son. Steve was the husband.
Yeah.
No, Thomas was the husband.
Thomas is the
Thomas was
husband.
the
There's no Steve. There's no Steve in the Zand family.
That we
No,
know.
Steve was.
That you know of.
Steve was
I also-
unknown, but
I also made a commitment that at midnight I have to deliver something for somebody named Darby.
Yes, you are delivering a thing for Darby. You have
At
you will
midnight.
receive that package at the Imperial plant at roughly midnight.
Right.
This has not been forgotten.
of course not.
Midnights, sure.
It's apparently a very important plot point.
Don't worry about it. It's a one shot. You think there's plot here? So
Hey, when a DM GM keeper says, "Don't worry about it," you know you're gonna worry about it.
that's fair. That's fair. This is why I say don't worry about it about things like ice cream. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so
Ice cream always matters.
No, that's bacon. Oh no, bacon is always the answer. Yeah.
what about bacon
And
ice
bacon's in the
cream?
fridge.
Then it matters and is the answer. So
Yeah, we were on our way to go to Sonny's house, and because it was nearby, also Doyle's.
yep, correct.
Yes.
So you all received Sally's home address from one of her fellow workers at the Imperial plant. And as your dearest friend Sean drives you over there, I am going to need a drive check to kick off today.
Let's go.
As you are driving, you basically move from the fancier neighborhoods and the more industrial areas into what is very clearly like the center of the city. Here you have a lot of apartment buildings that are quite run down. The
What the fuck? Why didn't it? Okay. Well, it's 70, so I'll just roll it.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, for some reason it just broke. Fine.
fear. Is
Supposed to be
a
above,
degree of
right?
Failure.
Is it above or below?
Below is better. Below is good.
All right, then I spend 3 luck and win.
Understandable.
Let me just roll a die to see if it's the program or just your character sheet. I think it's just your character sheet.
Oh.
Spent so much time fixing this character sheet. I gotta do it again. Hold on.
Well, I already saw 2 of your character sheets, so
Yeah, well, one of them I can't access at all, and the other one I had to make from scratch.
Oh, fear. I'm not fixing it right now.
Don't worry about it.
As you guys drive towards the center of the city, you end up moving into houses that you go from standalone houses to sort of duplexes to apartment buildings. And you finally get to an area of the city that clearly has a lot of people who care about it, but also doesn't have a lot of the same money for upkeep that other areas do. And your perfect driver, of course, gets you exactly to the right street and exactly to the right address. There is one slight left turn that goes a bit funky, but he immediately does, 3 more left turns and gets back to where he's supposed to be. And you find yourself standing in front of a house.
that's
Now,
what
this
people
house,
who are afraid to take right turns do. Take 3 lefts and then go straight.
Yeah. What you do is you end up standing in front of this house, and there's a little fence around the outside. The concrete is cracked. It has some, grass growing up between it on the way up to the front porch. And if you walk up and knock on the door, you will hear no response from inside. What do you all do?
This house really needs a gardener and everything.
I think these people have time for a gardener and money for a gardener.
Who doesn't have money for a garden? Oh, wait. Never mind. I'll just... is it a free house or more like a 2 under 1 roof? Or
It's a 2 under 1 roof, of only 1 story tall that you can see.
I'll just see if I can look inside the window, see if anyone's home.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a spot hidden check.
What hidden? There you are. Really, I'm having a really good start because I fumble already.
So this is our first fumble. Basically, in the Call of Cthulhu system, a 97 to 100 is a fumble. If your stat is below 50, and if it is above 50, it is less, or I might have mixed up those numbers. Basically, you have a lower chance to fumble if your stat's higher. Vincent, what happens is as you go to peer inside, you end up brushing against the window and an alarm starts going off. And you just hear just this piercing siren.
They don't have the money to get a gardener, but they do have the money to get an alarm system.
Yes.
Because an alarm is one installation done thing. And a gardener is every single month. Except winter.
Only, no, every week, isn't it?
You were having
Like,
this
alarm is
conversation
one
while
and
an
done.
alarm is going off, remember.
Alright, we need to somehow get into this place.
Well, if no one is home, then they probably won't come home now.
The cops will show up.
Maybe I know them.
We are
And,
on an
well-
investigation, but I don't think they'll listen to us. Guess they have not listened to the detective who's brought
We
things up.
haven't broken in or anything. I just touched the window and the alarm went off, so we didn't do anything wrong.
True. I don't want this alarm to turn off, though. It's annoying.
The alarm is still going.
Yeah, the only way to turn the alarm off is by cutting the wire of the alarm or go inside and turn it off with a code, but then we would do a breaking and entering, so it's better to just wait.
I don't think anybody's coming out.
Yeah, and no one's coming. And who says this alarm is going to the cops? Might be like a
Oh.
beeping
We
system
could-
that just
we
goes
could
to
time
their
it.
devices.
We could time it. Only the cops should take about 20 minutes, but
Sure.
if they're longer, then they had the wrong amount of money for the alarm system. So
Yeah, I think if you're looking at the local area, the houses around, I think it will take about 30 minutes.
we wait.
Here's a question: is the door locked?
No, the door is not locked.
But there is an alarm system, so we know there's no one went in, because otherwise the alarm would have gone off.
Well, probably not if
Probably.
you go through the front door.
Sean, you've just hit the handle and it turns fully.
Great. I open
Yeah.
the door.
And
Yeah.
now we do have
Breaking and entering.
illegal. No, not breaking.
I'm not
just
breaking
entering.
anything.
Illegal entering.
Yes, this is trespassing here.
This is
You're trespassing
trespassing.
already.
Well, no, I was just looking through the window. I didn't trespass
You're on their
anything.
lawn. That's trespassing.
Great. I try to scream out past
Not
the
according to the law.
sound of the alarm. Is anybody home?
You-
Sorry.
You can roll me a listen check, Sean.
Okay.
It will be at disadvantage because there is an alarm going off. The way
Is
that
there?
disadvantage, yes, the way that disadvantage, it's not called disadvantage, it's called penalty dice, work in Call of Cthulhu, is if you are at a physical table, you roll 2 d10s and you take the lowest d10. I don't know how the online system does it. I hope it does it automatically.
It doesn't because it's broken, so I'll roll 2d10.
Great.
Your character sheet's broken.
So I take the lowest or the highest?
Oh yes. So, okay, sorry. So roll me Dawn because the online system's weird. Roll me 2d100.
2d100, okay.
And then you would take
97,
the
57, or
highest
95,
because it is a penalty dice. If it was a bonus dice, you take the lowest.
It's a
Okay.
95.
what is your
Oh.
listen?
30. So not.
That is a fumble, I am pretty sure.
Does he have hearing? Does he need hearing aids now?
The
So
alarm is
Sean
blasting.
calls out, and unfortunately, right as you start to listen for a response, another one of these just blaring sirens goes off. You're startled more than anything. You're not going to take any sort of damage or anything like that. But you do not hear anything. Except for a ringing.
Sean, you know you are now illegally entering.
Mwah.
You are illegally entering.
I can't hear you.
Seriously, he is already turning deaf, and he's still so young.
What are you saying?
I'm coming in. I'm really sorry. Don't yell at me. I cannot hear you.
Sean, as you step inside, you are going to notice a couple of things. You can also roll me a spot hidden if you would like to notice more things.
Is this also a disadvantage or just regular?
No,
fine?
this is normal.
No.
The siren is not disadvantaging your sight.
Well, that's a success.
That is an incredibly good success, I do believe. What you are going to see as you step inside is that the work boots that you would expect to see near the door are gone. Likewise, the jacket hook is empty. The key dish has no keys in it. And what looks to be like there's very clearly a spot in the corner that has like a lot of dust around it but not in it, where it looks like somebody might have left a backpack or a briefcase or like a bag overnight for many, many nights. That spot is also empty. And as you sneak your head further inside and you look around the corner, you spot a kitchen where you see that on the counter there is a pack of chicken left sitting out that has at this point definitely gone bad.
Does it have maggots?
Oh, yep.
You're not in the house.
Definitely gone bad. Okay. I step back outside. Like, I don't think anybody's been home for a while.
You don't have to shout anymore. You're
What?
standing right in front of me.
What?
You don't.
I think he has
You
been
don't have to shout. I already saw there was nobody inside.
Anyway, what should we do now?
But now we have to explain to the cops, if they are coming, why the alarm is going off and the door is open.
It's been a good almost 20 minutes. You could skedaddle.
Official investigations. If you want to kill us, then they're just corrupt.
Kill us.
You never know in these towns, corrupt cops.
Why would you just assume they're gonna kill us?
I think you're watching too much of television.
Sure.
My hearing back yet?
Yes, your hearing is back.
Great. Anyway, as I said, I don't think they've been here for like a while.
Then we could just go to Oral, because I think this is a dead end.
You sure?
I mean, I could probably check more.
I'm not gonna go inside if
I just feel weird about like
the
going
alarm's
into like
still on.
their. I feel weird if it's like if I have to go in like their bedroom or something.
Don, I can't hear you.
No.
What? What?
Don is offline, apparently.
No, he's not.
I
No,
see
I'm not.
Dawn.
We see Don.
Yeah, but I don't
Really?
see him on my video, which
The
is
alarm
weird.
silenced him.
Wait, I'll just refresh, so I'll
I
be
mean,
gone.
he does still appear on stream.
Yeah,
Am
that's
I-
a weird thing. I'll reload, so I will be gone for a second. I think everyone will be gone then.
Stream runner's gone. We can do whatever we want.
I mean, it's still on air.
Anarchy.
Yeah, no. Chat's in
Yeah.
on this. Of course,
Yeah.
chat's in on this.
We stayed on, which is strange.
Yeah, no, because it's a separate URL. But now, Don, say something.
Hello?
Now I can hear you. Somehow, you are still visible on the on the stream, but not on the video ninja, which makes it so that I couldn't hear you. But now we can.
So yes, what were you saying, Sean? Something about bedroom checks.
Oh, I would feel weird if we had to like go into their bedroom or something, but we could keep checking. I guess. What else? I mean, is this like a 2-story building or
This is a one-story
No.
building.
1-story?
It was a one story.
Single-story building. You're pretty sure you saw like a calendar maybe on the fridge that you could check out?
Yeah, you know what? I'll go back and check that.
Yeah, you step back inside. Looking at the calendar, you can see that the last date that was crossed off was 2 weeks ago. And the two that are outside are going to start hearing more sirens approaching.
Yeah, because I still do not go inside.
If you keep looking around, Don, would you like to? Would you like to not do that?
Yeah, I'll keep looking around.
Does he still does he hear the sirens outside, or is he still deaf
Probably
for
not.
that?
I mean, the siren is still going off inside the house. Did you guys shout at him?
Mm-hmm.
He still wouldn't hear it because he was deaf 5 minutes ago. So why not now?
I mean, it was more of like a shock kind of deafness. I think I'm fine now. If I'm
Yeah.
Sean, cops are coming.
okay, hold on. Let me just check a couple more things.
Just hurry.
You look around. You see that the chicken on the counter is maggot free, but the plastic is like super domed up. Like it's very clearly like cooking in there. You don't want to touch that. That's going to smell awful if you open it up.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
The table still has like a junk mail just sort of slammed on one end, like it was meant to be open when they got home, and just nothing ever happened. Do you keep looking around? Do you go to a different room?
I guess I go for a different room.
Isn't gonna take too long.
You walk through. You find a living room. There's a TV sort of placed on a cupboard on one side, a nice couch. Looking around, there's dust around, but it's not obscene amounts of dust. It's not super clean amounts of dust. It's just like normal people live here dust. You see that there is a crochet project that's sort of thrown on one side of the sofa like it was something that was worked on daily and just never gotten back to.
Mm-hmm.
Do you keep looking? Do you go to a different room? Do you go outside?
I guess I check. They have like a garage or something?
They do have a garage. Would you like to go into the garage?
Yeah, I'd like to see. Do they have a car in the garage?
You notice that there is no car in the garage, but there is space for one.
Mm-hmm.
Like a very clear empty parking space.
You want to put your van in there or what?
No, I'm just curious to see if they maybe walked out or if they drove out.
That all being said, I believe now is about the time that Tanks and Vincent are going to start seeing cop cars come around the corner.
I just shout to the
Yeah,
house.
I'm not afraid because I did nothing wrong. So
I'm still standing outside as well, but I'm screaming into the doorway. Cops are coming! Hurry up!
You hear the cops are coming. Hurry up.
I guess I'll start heading out.
Out the front?
Yeah, at the front.
Okay.
Just around the fucking corner.
If you would like to try and do this stealthily, I do believe there is a stealth roll that you can make.
I mean, I'm not
Or a sneak roll, I think it's called.
super
It's stealth.
concerned,
Oh, it is stealth.
yeah.
I guess.
Any of you could make this roll if you want to try and make this roll.
But why would we me and Tank,
My stealth is not
we
great.
haven't done anything wrong.
We're just standing outside. I mean, it is going
I
to
mean,
look suspicious that we're
I
standing
don't want
outside
to
the
act
neighborhood
like
open
I'm
door when the alarm's going off.
like stealing stuff. So I'm not gonna sneak around. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm fucking robbing the place.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think if you would try to sneak out and you fill the wall, it would be more suspicious than
Exactly.
than when you just walk out.
So I think I'm just gonna walk out normally. I'm not gonna be a fucking creeper.
So Sean, you walk out to join the other two on the porch.
Yeah.
As you watch a cop car, like the door opens up, slams shut, and out steps a man. He's a little bit more heavy set, very clearly wearing like a police officer's uniform, badge, visible here.
Donut stains?
Huh?
Donut stains?
No donut stains, funnily enough. He is holding a to-go cup of coffee.
Right.
At least one stereotypical cop thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to have something in there, right? And you see that he immediately goes, "All right, hands where I can see them. What's going on?"
Nothing's wrong.
There's an alarm going off.
Yeah, because
came
I
in the-
tried to see if someone's home. We've
Came
been
chicken on
outside.
somebody.
Well, and and I'm pointing at me, myself, and Tanks have been outside all the time, and didn't go inside because, well, I'm a lawyer, so I know the law.
You're gonna
I
need to
did
give me
not-
a fast talk.
Please let it be better than the test roll that I did with fast talk. Yes, that's
Okay.
better.
Okay. All right, Mr. Fancy Pants. So you two were outside. What about that one?
Well, even though I warned him not to go inside because then we had to explain that, we are on a investigation that your chief has asked us to do about the missing persons.
Sergeant Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know Sergeant Davis had put anyone on the missing persons case, other than McCreary. Well, sorry. Didn't mean. Yeah, this is the correct place. Sorry, should have probably warned you that there was an alarm system set up here.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Yeah, I've got the code. I'll just walk in.
Yeah,
You see that he,
so we could check out this place with a little bit of peace because the alarm is annoying.
you see that he walks up. He goes inside the house, opens up some closet that's got like a fuse box in it and some other bits and bobs. Plops something in on a keypad, and then the alarm goes silent.
Ooh, that's better.
Yeah, they're loud, but they gotta be. Just close the door when you leave. Make sure everything's closed up, and it'll rearm itself.
Yeah, about that. Even though I told him not to go inside, the door was unlocked.
Yes. It was
Interesting.
open.
Huh.
And Sean, did you find anything out of the ordinary already while you were checking?
Well, other than obviously they haven't been here in like a couple weeks. Nothing super out of the ordinary. Kind of seems like they packed up and left. Or they just grabbed whatever they could, and I don't know why. I look towards, is the cop still here?
The cop's still here.
They took their car. Are you able to like run plate numbers at all? And
I mean, do you got a plate number for me to run?
maybe you might know what they are.
I can send a message back to dispatch, see if they can, pull up personnel records, but that's gonna take a couple days.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a couple days.
No. Do you know anything about the case? I mean, you are patrolling around here, so maybe this is your area. I don't know, but
Let's see. I know Saleh, this house, disappeared. Reported in about 7 to 10 days ago, somewhere in there. I know that Doyle went missing. Apparently, he's been
Yeah,
missing
we
for a
want to
month.
check his house next.
Yeah, I can take you guys down that way. He
Okay,
went missing
thank
about a
you.
month ago. I'll make sure to turn the alarm off before you guys get there. And then, yeah, probably not, related in any way, shape, or form, but there's been a lot of pets gone missing around this area. Started about 5 months ago, stopped about 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago. That's about the time that Sully went missing, you said?
I know that was about 2 weeks ago. It'd be a couple weeks before Doyle went missing.
Could it... Well, no, that would just be weird thinking. I was
Yeah,
thinking maybe someone is doing some kind of tests and started with animals and now went up and started testing on humans. Who knows?
Oof. I don't
Weird things
know.
happen. I've had some weird cases in my
Fair enough.
tenure. So
Look, if anything like that were happening around here, I feel like I'd figure that one out. Walls ain't exactly thick in this neighborhood.
yeah, I expected it.
But anyways, you wanted to see Doyle's house?
Well, what rooms did you check on?
Checked I checked the kitchen, I checked like the living room area, garage. Kind of. I didn't really go into much detail.
Then we can still check the bedrooms.
Mhm.
We need to be thorough. I mean,
I guess.
so Officer
Daniel.
Daniel, do you have permission to check the?
If the sergeant sent you, yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to
Thank
stick
you.
around? Do you want me to go?
Well, we if you want to stick around, that you can help us with Doyle's house.
Sure thing. I'll do that then. Takes like a big swig from his coffee.
And I'm going to go in and check the bedrooms.
You would find a door that's been closed. The rest of the house, all the doors have been open. You turn the handle, crack it open, and you see that the bed is like the covers have been thrown back, so they're relatively flat, but they're not like pressed flat. If that makes sense. Like tanks, this would get you a citation.
Unslept.
No, slept. Definitely slept. Slept, but somebody has just taken the effort to like put the blanket back, if that makes sense.
Yeah, only stood up, blanket back, gone.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You see that there is a hamper in the corner that it's about half full of laundry. The closet door is cracked ever so slightly. You can see that there's a whole bunch of different like nicer blouses. You see one fairly fancy dress that's in there. Most of the clothes that you see in the hamper are work clothes. Jeans, coveralls, slacks, stuff like that. There's not that much like fabric on the floor. There's not really any clothes or any towels or anything on the floor, but you do see that there's like a pair of what's the word I'm looking for? Like slippers near the head of the bed. If you open up the door to the bathroom, which is right next to the bedroom, you would see that like the toothbrush is still there, a hairbrush is still lying on the counter. It's not like it looks like somebody could live here, except for the fact that no one was home.
Mm-hmm. Then this is the only bedroom, or?
Yep, this is the only one you find. It's the only room you hadn't been in.
Okay. It really looks like they left in a hurry. So, could you bring us to Doyle's house? Or lead us? Thank you.
Follow the car and I'll get you there. And he gets back in the car, turns off the sirens, turns off the lights. Do you guys close the door on your way out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you close the door. You hear it click a little bit behind you. The two of you who have no hearing damage Hear a little bit of a beep come from inside that denotes that the alarm has been rearmed. And then you were able to follow this cop. He drives about 2 blocks and then takes a right and drives another block and gets you to an apartment building. This apartment building, he stops in front of it. Sean, you're able to easily park your car out front. You don't even need to find parking because you're with a cop. Like, this is the best. And goes, yeah, all right. So it'll be floor 2, room 5.
Okay.
Single bed, single bath, 3 rooms total. Not much.
Oh, we're not here to buy a house, so.
I know, but it's nice to know what you're walking into, you know?
Yeah, true.
So, oh, by the way, and he tosses one of you a set of keys.
And
Just return him to Davis, it'll be fine.
the code for the alarm? Or does this house not have an alarm?
This house doesn't have one. Keys will fix it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shall we?
You guys can...
And then I'll go up.
You guys head inside, take up a couple flight of stairs, walk down the hallway. You see, again, this is a building that has some of the wallpapers peeling off the walls. Getting to the door, you see that there's like a small little nameplate that just says 5 on it. Key slides right into the lock, opens it up. Can all of you give me a spot hidden or a listen check?
Let's see what's better.
Hidden 25. And listen is a 20. So low, so that would be spotting.
I'm going for listen because it's 10 higher than spot
That's
hidden.
success for me.
And that's a hard success for me.
All right.
Nope.
All right. And Dawn, was that a listen or a spot hidden?
That was a listen.
Great. Tanks, you're taking up, the back of the group, so you don't see anything immediately. Vincent, as you and Sean both walk in, you hear, the creaking of the floor underneath you. You also very, very clearly hear, Vincent, you've been around old houses before. Not necessarily on purpose, but, your office is in an older building. You know how the air sometimes stagnates. And as you both walk in, you hear basically the building breathe. Whatever this room was, it doesn't have a lot of ventilation unless there's an open window or an open door. And when you open the front door, you feel that rush of fresh air come in. Both of you would be able to pull from this that this room has likely not been walked into for an extended period of time. Vincent, you specifically are going to recognize that this is close to like a month of time.
Ooh.
The first thing that hits you all is a smell of decay.
I recognize the smell. I've smelled the same smell in the mill. You guys smell that?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's take a look around.
Walking inside, you see a relatively small apartment. There is a breakfast bar to one side, behind which is a kitchen. In front of it, there is a television, small box set with a coffee table and a couple of chairs. You see a door off to one side. You're not sure what's through it. And to the other side, there's another door that is open, and you can see a bathroom beyond it. As you take a step inside, every single step brings you closer to that just cloyingly sweet smell of just rotting refuse, almost like fruit gone off.
Okay.
Gross.
And for those that are watching that didn't know what the 80s were, this TV does not have a remote. You had to walk to it to change the channel.
It's got the bunny ears and everything.
Yeah, it's got the weird. So you got to change it around.
Yeah.
Or hang it out the window in some cases.
It wasn't very long, but I I really had this. I've lived it.
What would you all like to do?
And I'm gonna take a look around other rooms.
Spot
Do
hidden?
Really the hidden?
I mean, do you want to see the hidden things?
Well, yeah, but I'm not that good at spot hidden. See, told you, I'm not that good at it.
As you walk around, you don't see anything out of place. Like, it's very dusty in here, and it's definitely not the accommodations you're used to, Vincent, but there's nothing really abnormal or out of place about it all.
Are you implying something?
Yes, definitely. Absolutely, I am. The one thing that does catch your eye is as you get closer to the kitchenette, that smell just overwhelms you again. You have to like hold back a little bit of a gag.
Oh,
You would not see, but you would definitely get the sense that this smell is coming from under the sink.
I'll just go towards the scent. Even though it almost makes me. I'm gonna go towards it.
Yep. So you're going to roll me a sanity check.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to be the first one that's going to be insane.
Oh, of course.
Let's see. Sanity. Yep.
Yep. Can you roll me an intelligence check?
Intelligence.
So, as you move closer, you can identify that the smell is coming from a couple of different places in the kitchen, but it's strongest under the sink. And as you walk up and you very gently begin to pull the cabinet door open, that smell just overwhelms you again. And it is so much worse than you would expected. It is so much worse than you'd already been smelling. Vincent, I'm going to need you to take half a d4 of damage, of sanity damage specifically.
Oh,
A D4.
Half a d4. So a d2.
So I have to roll a D2.
You have to roll a d2. I forget that I can just tell you to roll a d2 because we're online. Take one sanity, please. As you open the door and you see that the trash can that has been sitting underneath the sink is actively rotting. Whatever food scraps, whatever just household detritus that had been put in there, you see that it is rotting. It is slowly turning to mush inside. And if you look closely, you can see maggots. Not many, not large, and certainly not what you saw at the mill, but they are there.
Well, this house does have maggots. Ugh.
you good?
You guys found anything?
Pretty gross.
Just the smell, that's it?
Anyone
Yeah,
can roll me a
I'll
spot
just
hidden
watch.
check if they would like to.
Hmm?
Anyone
I
can
would
roll me a
always
spot
love
hidden
to
check
roll a
if
spot
you like to.
Spot hidden?
Yeah, you know the one that failed.
That failed.
Oh, let's see. Yes, that fails. Nice.
Yeah, you guys see about the same thing.
You didn't fail. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Tanks finds one very suspicious bag and then decides to not bring it up.
Okay, so it is that kind of place. Good. Nothing.
Nothing out of the ordinary, just smelly and disgusting.
Yep.
You all three would see that there is a note pinned to the fridge that says date 7 p.m. And it is like dated as just under a month ago.
And does it have a location or anything?
Nope.
Just under a month ago, 7 p.m.
Yep. Date Friday, 7 p.m.
That's weird. Why would you hang a date on the fridge with a time on it, but not a location or whatever it is there for?
I guess picking someone up at their house and then going on a date.
I think it's bad planning.
I think this person just knew what they were doing and knew the location, just not the date.
Hmm. Yeah, there's nothing we can do to find out with anything with this. I'm just gonna see if I have something like a bag that I can put evidence in, but maybe that I.
You have a bag of some sort with you if you want to just start picking things up.
Well, I want to take that note with me.
Okay, yeah, you have a note. Gain 1 note.
Yay!
Ba-da-da-da.
See.
Yeah, would you like to do anything else at Doyle's house?
I don't think there's anything we can do anymore.
There's one thing.
Oh,
Leave.
no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, I know this spell. Let's go.
Yeah, you all head out. You are
Yeah.
going to see, as you guys walk back into the hallway, one of the other doors shuts very abruptly.
I'm gonna go to that door that's
Yeah.
shut, and I'm gonna knock.
Go away.
Hi, I'm Vincent Mulligan. I would like to ask you something, if you don't mind.
You hear like the sound of something being dragged behind the door, 2 steps, and then you get the very distinct sense that you're being watched. 2 more steps, something dragged behind the door, and then the door opens and like the little chain stops it from going more than about this far. On the other side of the door, there's a very short old lady. You see as she's standing there, she's sort of cane in one hand, holding the handle of the door with the other. Yeah. Why are you looking at old Roger's room?
I'm going to get a zombie world old lady voice.
I don't think it'll come through on the mic, unfortunately.
Not too bad. That one was good.
Very good.
Yeah, well, we are researching the disappearance of some people, and Dale was one of them. And I want to ask you if you maybe have seen anything out of the ordinary about a month ago, at the moment of his disappearance.
A month ago? No. I mean, Roger left for work like any other day. I always thought it was weird. Like, I mean, his girl came over a couple days later and he wasn't there.
Do you maybe know who his girlfriend is and where she lives?
Oh, of course I do. It's Sheila. Oh, she lives a couple streets down, back in one of the nicer neighborhoods. Oh, she's a real sweetie pie. She brought me pie one time. It was wonderful. Could use a little bit more salt, but don't tell her I told her that. Like, it's really something you gotta figure out yourself. But yeah, I can give you that address if you want. I know she works down at the police precinct as well. I'm pretty sure she's a receptionist there. She sometimes shows up in like nicer clothes.
Well, yeah, I know. We know Sheila.
Oh, you do? Isn't she a lovely woman?
Well, she did give us the files for these disappearances, but she never told us that she knew Doyle personally.
I don't know.
I'm checking what time it is. Is it still working hours?
It is not working hours. It's getting to be early evening at this point.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, let me specify. It's not 9 to 5. People may still be working.
Well, it is a police precinct, so.
Yes, but receptionist, I think, would switch after a shift.
Well, we can still check back at the precinct to see if she's still there.
Yes.
Thank you for your help. Much appreciated. Have a nice evening.
Certainly, you too, young man.
Thank you.
Door closes.
Your nose good? Okay, good.
Now,
No.
I am going to mention one thing to you all.
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
I will give you one short scene before Sean has to do his delivery. You guys may choose where that scene takes place.
Precinct.
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 Okay.
Precinct.
Yep.
Precinct.
Precinct.
You all get back in Sean's car. Sean, give me a drive roll. You know the deal.
I always know the deal. Keep almost rolling d20s.
Please
Success.
don't roll D1s. D1s are bad. I know the result of a D1. Yeah, you're able to get you guys there actually in record time. You somehow managed to get through like all of the green lights. There's a parking spot fairly close to the entrance. You're able to walk on in, and you actually see that Sheila, or who you think is Sheila based on just receptionist, is currently packing up her bag.
Quick. Let's go.
Sheila.
Hmm.
Hi.
Hi. How can I
Hi.
help you today?
Good that I still see you here. We wanted to investigate some houses, and
Hmm.
we also investigate Burl's house.
Oh,
And we heard that apparently you might know him.
wait. Sorry, you're looking into Doyle's disappearance.
We are looking into everyone's disappearance. All the disappearances of the last month.
That's odd. You were working for McCurry, right?
Yeah.
And you can see that she's getting a little bit like misty-eyed at this point. Sorry, I thought McCurry was only looking into the Zan disappearances. I didn't realize you were looking to do it as well.
Apparently they are connected.
Huh. Do you know how?
And I believe it has something to do with the mill.
I mean,
As
that would
far
make
as we know,
sense.
yes.
Robert did work at the mill. He was a delivery driver.
Yeah, and we knew that Sully, who also disappeared, worked as a packer,
Mm-hmm.
and the Sands, they own the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you think it's a little bit weird that it's all from the same place?
I mean, now that you mention it, it is a bit strange. Yeah.
And there, I was in the case of dangerous workspace with Mulligan Mill.
Oh, is that why I know your name? Yeah, you defended that case last week.
At the mill. Yeah, I did. With the Impera feed mill. And we checked the mill, and there are some weird looking maggot like. Well, not really maggots, but they're also not really worms.
Do you have a
So
photo?
weird.
Sorry,
Sorry?
entomology is my hobby. Do you have a photo of them?
Yeah, did we already?
You did, yeah. You already did, yeah.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah, here.
Oh. Sorry, is that your foot in the photo as well?
I don't know.
That's not your shoe? Because if that's your shoe, that thing is like that maggot is massive.
Oh, I don't know if we took the picture next to my foot or
Would you like to have a size comparison?
why not? Yeah.
That thing is. Oh my goodness, that is the size
Oh.
of a small bird. Oh
Well,
wow.
I do have a small shoe size, so
Fair enough. Even then, that is a large maggot. It's quite bizarre actually. I've never
yeah.
seen a bug that big. I know that some used to get that big back in like prehistoric times, but apparently it was because there was a difference in like air composition or something. I don't pretend to understand all that. I just know that they don't grow this big anymore, and that definitely looks like some sort of a. You know what maggots eat, right?
Well, mostly dead things, I believe.
Correct. And as far as I'm concerned, there's different types that prefer different like dead things. Some prefer fruits. Some prefer carrion. This is one of the carrion eaters.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, but to go back to where we actually spoken you for, and still, this all is very useful, of course. But you visited Bill's house a few days after his disappearance.
Yeah, we had a date lined up. It was really bizarre. He didn't,
What
answer.
what was a specific date and time of that date?
Would have been 4 weeks ago on Friday. Told me to show
7
up at 7 p.m.
p.m.
Yeah.
And I showed a note.
Oh, yeah.
This one.
He was bad with times. Yeah.
How far it was weird that he didn't even put on why it was 7 p.m. What was on that date? Just only the date and time.
Well, I had made the reservations as a surprise, so he just knew that I was going to come around at 7.
Ah, well, if it was me, I would have at least noted down Shula coming over or something like that.
I said date. I'm sure that was descriptive enough.
Okay. Well, thank you. If anything else comes up, you already had my card, right? No?
Yeah, I can get it from Dave. But please find him if you can.
Working on it.
Thank you. Oh, and I did get those last files that you had been asking for.
Yes, thank you.
It's the files about the pet disappearances. They had to be
Yeah.
filed away because the veterinarians had requested them back, just to keep tabs on what had and hadn't gone missing. Mostly it was cats. A couple stray dogs had gone missing, and yeah, it had been happening for about 3 months before last month.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard. I didn't know if they were animals before I heard that there were animals disappearing before these people.
No.
Did spoke to an officer in the area.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently is it normal for an officer to know codes to a alarm system from a house?
Depends on the house. Is it one that's currently under investigation?
Yeah, it was the house of Sully.
Then yeah, it would make a lot of sense for us to have the key. We probably stumbled into the same alarm system the first time.
Okay. Now that it would be weird that a single car, and also that was also very suspicious. He came alone.
I mean, we are working on a bit of a graveyard shift right now.
Yeah, but isn't it so that cops are never allowed to investigate alone? They always have to have a partner, like a backup.
Honestly, I don't know. With how some of the calls have been going recently, there's been too many things popping up at the same time.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Yeah, of course. Have a lovely day.
I believe we would have like a hotel or something because
Yeah.
we're not living here.
You
Well,
guys
Sean-
have spots you can stay.
Okay. And
However-
I would Sean's
Midnight delivery, yes.
Sean,
special delivery.
do you want your friends with you?
Time for a special delivery. I don't know. Do they want to come?
You know what?
What do you guys?
If we're going back to the mill, this might be something we want to check out. And we also just found out that one of the previous guys who gone missing was also a delivery driver.
Yeah, true. Well, we did know something about the delivery things because That's why they wanted him to do it, I believe. But yeah, we could maybe get some more information. Why not? Well, Junior.
Yes, let's go.
You all are in Sean's van. Sean. Tanks. Vincent. Are Tanks and Vincent visible?
Are they? Oh, like when I'm.
If you drive up, do people see us in the van?
Are you trying to hide them?
I'm not trying to hide them. I don't think it's that bad.
Didn't they tell you to come alone or anything?
Did they tell me to come along?
They just said show up at midnight. We'll load the truck and then you deliver it.
Great. So then I'm not gonna hide them then. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong.
You get to the Ampera plant, and you see that the parking lot is empty. There's like one other car there. Or actually, sorry, no, you would see that there are 3 cars in the parking lot. I need to do my math right.
Yeah,
as
1573.
Yeah. As you get there, you turn off the ignition of your car, and you see that there is one loading bay that is still open. You still see light coming from inside, and there is a small delivery vehicle that has been backed into that space, likely being loaded right now. Walking up, you see a man. You see Darby, not the guy who gave you the job earlier, but the guy you were told to find for the job. And you see that he stood there smoking next to the open back of next to the open back of the truck. And when he sees you walk up, he sort of shuts the door behind him, stands up off the boot of the car and goes, "Hey, all right, you're the one delivering tonight, right?"
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Truck's loaded already. Just get on in, take it to where you're going. You got buddies?
Yeah, they're just tagging along. I got some. I don't know. One of them's a lawyer. I guess he's got some business that direction.
As long as you know I'm only paying 1 wage, all right?
That's fair.
All right. Well, then, here's the keys, and he throws them to you.
Okay. Grab them.
It's the Zand Manor. I'm sure you know the way.
Yep.
Perfect. See you back in about, 2 hours? Make sure you unload the truck when you get there.
Will do. Okay. I sort of wave everybody over. All right, we're getting in.
Is there a role like insight compared like insight for this?
There is. Give me 1 second to remember what it's called. I think psychology is what I'm going to want you to roll.
I believe psychology or psychoanalysis you have, but
Psychoanalysis would make a bit more sense, but I'll also let you roll psychology.
I'll do psychology because otherwise I would definitely fail or have a chance to fail.
Fair enough.
Psychology. Do I see something sketchy from him?
Depends on if you succeed.
Yeah, I succeed because it's a 20.
Sorry, you did not scroll down. My rolls were not at the bottom of the roll screen, so I did not see. Yes. You would notice that this man was telling the truth about you're going to the Zand Manor. Truck's already been loaded. Make sure you unload it when you get there. All of that seemed completely above board.
But is he hiding something?
The only thing you noticed is that when he said, I'll see you again in 2 hours, he seemed really unsure about that time frame.
How long did we drive from here to from the Zand Manor to here last time?
It's about 30 minutes.
How long did they needed to load in the van?
I don't know. They did it before they left for the day.
Well, aren't we loading it in his van that we came in with?
Didn't
No, we're
think
taking
you
the
were.
We're taking the truck and we're leaving the van. We'll get the van back.
But why would we take 2 hours when it's only a 30-minute drive?
30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, however long it takes you three to, get your act together and get boxes out. You can see that he's being very, defensive on this one. Almost getting a little bit, frustrated that you're trying to, talk to him about this.
We are with 3 people now. And yes, he will be the only one to be paid because you gave him the job. We just help. But do you really think we need 2 hours?
All right. I'll see you when I see you. Is that better?
This feels like something we shouldn't fight about.
Well, it's just a bit strange.
Look, I can leave if you don't want to see me again. You just got to return the truck.
No. It's not that. Just
confirm that I did the. Anyway, whatever. We're taking the truck. Stop grilling the guy. Get in the damn truck.
I'm telling you, Sean, he's hiding something.
Anyone else can also roll psychology if you want to roll psychology.
Let's see what my psychology is.
Not good.
I think I have the highest psychology.
I have 10.
I also have 10. I don't think that's worth trying.
You can always roll a 10 or below. You can always use luck. Luck exists.
Nah, I'm not going for it. This guy's hiding something. Yes, of course, we're taking a delivery at midnight.
Yeah, but all the other things sound like very legit and normal, except for that time frame that he said. And I don't know why, but something doesn't feel right.
You ever ran into traffic? Deer on the road?
At midnight.
Yeah, that's when the deer come out. Yeah.
No.
They come up when the
The
sun
deer
comes.
come out at twilight.
No.
And now I'm talking like me as in me, because I studied animals. I know about animals.
Look, anyone can roll me a spot. Can roll me like a spot hidden or listen if you want to roll either of those, or you can just get in the truck and go and roll me a
We're
truck.
gonna get
I'm in the truck. Because I did say that to Sean, like, something's not right while I was getting in the truck, so.
All right, so here's the problem we have. There are 3 people. This is a 2-seater truck. Are you all going to squish into the front 2 seats, or is somebody going in the back, or are multiple people going in the back?
Rock, paper, scissors. No,
Yeah, between you two, I'm fucking driving.
Yeah, you're driving. No. We roll in game. Highest roll gets to sit in the front.
Okay.
So it's a D100 roll. Sure, go.
Yeah.
That was really the bottom of the barrel right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tanks is in the front.
I'm in front. Let's go.
That's okay. But I think it's really funny that how
Yeah, the numbers are switched.
32 to 23. So, yeah.
So,
I'm in the back of the boxes.
Sean, you get in the front seat. Tanks, you take the passenger side. Vincent, you get in the back. Dawn, would you please give me a drive auto roll?
Alrighty.
You could seriously injure Vincent.
The one who's been going slowly
Please
insane.
let me roll a 100. It's so funny. No, I super succeed.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah. Vincent, this is the smoothest ride you've ever had in a car.
Even though I don't see where
You have no idea where you're going.
But I don't see where we're going.
You have no idea where you're going. You know that the car is going. You know that it stops at some point.
But I see the boxes now.
You do see the boxes. That's actually the funny thing about why I needed this drive auto roll. Even with how smooth this ride is, with none of these boxes really at risk of tipping over or falling onto you, you notice that they seem to be very light, just based on how they move with the inertia of the truck.
Yeah, and I was planning, if I was in the back, I know curiosity kills the cat, but luckily I'm a woman, so
All right, so I'm going to need a sanity roll. That is a joke. That one is a joke.
I guess.
As you open up one of the boxes, you would actually open it up and see that it is filled. It is filled with like a single layer of like packing peanuts.
Yeah.
Crumpled up like newspapers, old brown paper, stuff like that. And then the top layer is like a piece of cardboard that's then covered up with more packing peanuts.
I'm going to take out that cardboard and have a look at it.
Yeah, underneath the cardboard, it's just like it's just crumpled up newspaper, brown paper. Again, this is a really, really light box. You're not seeing anything super important in it.
Nothing on the cardboard.
This way up, fragile, delivered to address.
We're just gonna feel. Gonna feel in the box.
There's nothing in the box. There's paper. There's some packing peanuts on the bottom.
Is this like an actual truck or more like a van with a
It's more
sliding?
like a van. It's more like a van with a little slidey thing.
I'm going to the back. Tack, tack, tack. I'm knocking you guys. There's no reaction.
There's like a
Depends,
massive.
Is this like a separate trailer and truck, or is it?
No, like I said, it has a sliding door in between.
Okay, sliding door open.
Finally.
Sorry.
I got curious and opened one of the boxes. There's literally nothing but packaging material in it.
Guess these people need packaging materials.
Am I really the brains of this group?
Close hatch.
Apparently.
Open hatch. Sorry.
You don't think it's a little bit weird that we have to deliver empty boxes at this time?
It is weird. Probably also has to do with that time limit thing. That's just something throwing everything off.
Yeah. Especially now with, well, the ride is really smooth. Gotta say, Sean, you're a really good driver.
Just as you say that, Sean, you're pulling up to the gate of the Zand Manor. Congratulations. You've gotten here without any deer getting in your way.
Awesome.
It did hit that family of bunnies, but...
Yeah, but
A really smooth ride.
yeah.
You didn't even feel it.
You notice that the gate is already open for you three. Sean, you're able to roll right in and up the driveway. Sean, as you begin to drive up the driveway, you see a flash of movement on the passenger side. And you are positive it was about the size of a basketball. And it was flying. You could spot hidden if you'd like, or you can just keep driving your car.
I'll give spot hidden a check.
Are you telling us that you saw
Right.
something flying? Or
Yeah, could I can you I also be like, Tex, do you see that?
what?
And I'll try to get him.
Do I see one?
I don't know. Roll for it.
You may roll, yes.
Shit. I'm gonna spend luck on it. Just so I can get it to
Oh.
success.
How high is your spot hidden?
My spot hidden is 25.
Yeah, same.
Same.
It's the base spot hidden, yeah.
I'll spend 3 luck.
All right.
I'm
Running out of luck here.
I still have all
You're
my
also
luck.
the only one using luck, Sean.
I still have all my luck.
So, Sean, you see, as you just very, very briefly let your eyes adjust to the darkness, it's one of those bugs again. It's big. It looks
Bigger than the
you
last
had
one
to-
I saw.
It's like the last one you saw, yeah. It's somewhere between like a grasshopper and a locust in body shape. But as you look at it, and as it sort of flits in and out of your headlights, you realize that the next one that comes in looks more like a fly. Big, bulbous, hairy appendages, blood red eyes that seem to stare at you. Dawn, I am going to need a sanity roll from you.
Yeah, you'll get a
Yeah,
sanity
I'm
roll
not the
from
one
me.
rolling a sanity
God
roll.
fucking damn it. Hold on. I can't just click it. All right, my sanity is 75.
Good sanity. You're fine. You're fine.
Chilling.
It's weird. Weird bug. You don't hit it this time.
Good. Don't want to have to fix 2 windshields.
You drive all the way up the driveway. When you get to the front, you see that Thomas Zand is standing out front. He's in like a smoker's jacket of some sort. You see that he's holding something in his in his pocket. Like his hand is just being held in his pocket. And as soon as you get close, oh good. You know where the cellar is? They go in there.
Not quite sure where the cellar is. She pointed out.
Certainly. Drive around the corner, follow the driveway. It'll be about halfway down on your left. Would you like me to
So
follow
much.
you?
That would be helpful.
Certainly. And you see that he steps off the porch. You see that he takes his hand out of his jacket and just begins to walk down. He lights like a cigarette as you're going. And then as soon as he turns the corner, you following slowly in the van, he points out that there is what looks to be a wine cellar. It's one of those very standard hatches, sort of 30-degree angle out of the ground next to the side of the house. It's that one there. Here, and he tosses you a key.
Great. I'll step out of the van, or step out of the truck.
Yep.
Put on to unlock the cellar. Call to you guys. You guys want to like start getting the boxes?
Sure, that sounds good.
It would be easy. They're empty.
Do any of you want to roll anything here?
I would have no idea what to roll.
Let's see.
You got a
Let's
whole sheet of
just-
options.
Let's just try a spot hidden for now. Wow, finally a hard success.
Vincent, you see 2 things. The first thing you see is that one of Thomas Zand's pockets appears to have something inside of it. You're not able to tell what, but it is very clearly something that like has just a little bit of weight to it. Maybe it's like a nice lighter, maybe it's a book. You're not entirely sure. It's something. The second thing you see is that near the wine cellar, you see something glisten. And something in the back of your brain connects it to that maggot you saw earlier today.
I'm going to take a closer look to the glistening.
As you walk closer, as you approach, you begin
Taking
to
some
feel-
boxes with me too and not
Oh.
draw any suspicion.
Yeah, of course. Multiple boxes. You're going to take multiple boxes.
Well, they are empty, so they're not that heavy.
They're
No, they're
full
still fairly big is the thing.
and they're full of packing supplies.
Which weigh nothing.
If you get
Vincent's
enough
got
of
2
them,
boxes.
yeah.
As you get closer, you start to feel that familiar burning in the back of your throat. It's rancid. You smell that rot again. And this time, you get a creeping sense of dread up the back of your neck.
Ugh.
Getting closer, you see that slithering around the edge of the wine cellar, there are maggots. Not a ton, not enough to be obtrusive, but enough that you can see the trail they leave. Something tar black. It almost seems to have come out of the cellar. I'm going to ask you all to enter combat. The way that combat works in Call of Cthulhu is a little bit differently, and I also run it a bit differently from the book. So, the way this works is everyone has a dexterity modifier on their character sheet. We are going to go in order of who has the highest dexterity to who has the lowest dexterity. I have just realized I forgot a pen, so this is going to be really interesting for me to do.
Want mine?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Fix it in post. Edit.
Look, I have a pencil now. Who
Hey.
gave it to me?
Yeah, here.
Oh, is this the direction I need to reach? It just cut off my arm. Help.
Yeah.
So, can I ask you for all of your dexterity modifiers?
The
My
leftmost number?
dexterity's 50. Is that what I should be looking at?
50.
I think you have the highest. I have 45.
I have 50.
All right, then Phoenix and Dawn, you two can choose who goes first out of the two of you.
I'll let you go first.
Sure.
All right, so it's going to be Tanks, then Sean. You said you had 45, Vincent?
Yeah.
Then it's going to be Thomas, then Vincent. And then that will be combat.
Let's see. Combat.
So,
I don't have any weapons.
Me neither.
here's the fun thing about Call of Cthulhu Combat. And here's the fun thing about how I DM Call of Cthulhu Combat. On your turn, you may move for free. You can technically move up to the amount that is dictated by your, I think it's your size. It's not going to matter. Basically, how far can you get in just like a couple of seconds? If it seems reasonable, I'll let you get there. On your turn, you can also do one action. This can be something like an attack roll. This can be something like a skill check. This could even be something that is off the list entirely, where I might have you roll one of your base stats. For example, if you want to tackle somebody, brawl or strength. The other thing that you can do is you can always hold your action. This uses up your action for that turn. You give me a trigger, and you give me what you want to do when that trigger occurs, and then it happens later in the combat. If it gets to your next turn and you haven't used that action, you would need to ready the action again. Everything make sense?
Sure.
Till now, yeah. My only question now is, are we fighting the maggots or are we fighting Thomas?
Well, that's the fun thing, isn't it? You guys are going first in this combat exchange, so you can do whatever you want.
Do I get the sense that something is going to happen and we're going to need to actually start
You would
something?
Oh, I will also give you one last piece of information. The way that I play is depending on what your credit rating is, I will let you pull random things out of your bag. So if you are a richer person, you might have a weapon if that is something your character would be carrying with them. Tanks, you were in the army, you may or may not have a pocket knife. That is up for you guys to decide. If you decide to try and pull out something like a fireman's axe, I'm going to have some problems with it.
I think you would have an army.
Well,
knife.
I don't know in my line of work if I would be carrying a handgun or something, but
Probably.
I'm really good at brawling, so
I definitely am carrying an anti-material rifle in my. Right?
I think that was actually in your van, which you didn't drive here.
It's for the truck.
Fuck, dude.
Eh.
I have a lightsaber with me.
I have a flamethrower. We got maggots. Come on.
Star Wars came out in the 60s.
Yeah, very true.
So, Tanks, you're up first. You see as Vincent basically walks up to the wine cellar, and you get the very distinct sense that just his whole body tenses up a little bit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're still over next to the truck.
I'll just yell out like, "Everything okay over there? You're not moving."
You can respond if you'd like.
Maggot, big ones, like from a mill.
So football size.
More. What was it that flew by? What size was it? Basketball?
The flying one was basketball, but these are not flying.
No, but are they that size?
No, they're a little bit smaller.
Yeah,
Kick 'em.
kind of like.
Kick them?
Kick him.
Yeah.
They're coming from the cellar.
Gross.
But thanks, it's still your turn.
You know what? I'll run over.
Yeah, you head over there. You see about the same thing that Vincent sees. It's just bugs. Like, they smell horrible,
Yeah.
but they're bugs.
It's like a stink bug.
Yes, and you do this to them, and he takes his very heavy combat boots and just squashes them.
Yeah, so can you please give me a brawl check?
That's still D100.
That is still a D100. It is still against your brawl skill. The way that
No.
combat works is during a turn, the thing you are trying to attack can basically choose to try and block, to try and dodge, or to try and counterattack. The maggot is not going to try and do any of these things because it is a maggot.
Mhm.
Does a 65 succeed?
No, I have a 25 in brawl.
Then
Wow.
unfortunately, as you smush your combat boot down on it, you do feel it pop underneath your foot, but you just get hit with a wave of this horrible putrefying smell. And I
Yeah,
am
seems
going
fine.
to need you to make me a sanity check.
Sanity.
Both of you two, because you are both standing there.
So, sanity check.
If you have failed that sanity check, please roll me intelligence.
I did not fail my sanity check.
Correct. You're fine. I'm laughing at Phoenix's 3. So Vincent, you had a moment to brace yourself because you saw what was about to happen. Tanks, you had not stepped on one of these before.
That's just a bug.
And as you step on it, and as it squishes underneath your foot, you realize you've smelled this before. It's not just rot. It's not just putrefaction. Tanks, this is the smell that a body makes the moment it fully has the life leave it. It is the smell of every muscle going slack, of every process keeping a body alive start to fail and crumble. You've not smelled this in a few years, Tanks, but it is no less frightening and disgusting. I'm going to need you to take 1d6 sanity damage.
That's quite a lot.
That's quite a lot.
Two.
But you're low. It's a low roll, so you're lucky.
Yes.
With that, we are going to move to Sean.
Okay. Are we like deep in the cellar right now, or could we just like?
You're not in the cellar yet.
Yeah.
We're
Unless you wanna
still
go
in the opening, but I noticed that this maggot came out of the cellar because I saw the trail.
Okay. The maggot came
There's
out of the cellar.
there's one more maggot outside of the cellar.
Gross. Is it like moving towards anything, or is it just?
It's just kind of milling about. It's just sort of there.
Great. I'm gonna go try to like find something to put it in. You know, maybe I don't want to kill it. I mean, it's gross as fuck. I don't like it.
I want them to
I've
do
already
something.
seen what
so
happens when
bad
somebody
that-
steps on one.
I'll say
I'm
that
not
you
gonna
can
try
find
that
something
shit.
in the back of the truck to like scoop it up or like push it away with if you want.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take the spot.
Just take a box. I mean, there's a bunch of boxes.
Empty.
I'm supposed to deliver these boxes.
You're gonna.
Yeah.
You're just gonna use the lid of one to push a little maggot away.
A little.
Yeah, you grab a box. You're able to get over there. Would you like to roll to move this maggot?
Yes.
Can you please roll me a dexterity check?
Just straight dexterity.
Just straight dexterity. Unless you have something like sleight of hand that is better.
No. I'll just roll a D. D100. 50-50 chance. Let's do this.
Let's do it. You got this.
Everything's a 50-50
I'm gonna spend
chance.
5 luck and
Or you
succeed.
do it or you don't.
Sean, you know, for a moment you think you're about to accidentally squish this thing and you sort of change the angle that you're using. And you're able to just sort of pick up the maggot on like this sheet of like this plank of wood that you found. And where do you put it? Where would you like to put the maggot?
I don't know. Probably like I got it in this little like box, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe like
Keep it as a pet and call it Maggie.
I mean we could bring it back to the Yeah, I'm gonna put it back in the truck.
Yeah,
The
we can
maggot
bring
is
it
in
to
the truck.
shore. We're gonna call it Maggie. Maggie the maggot.
Maggie the
If you watch
maggot.
this, Thomas Sand just gives you like a as you walk past him.
Oh.
Hey, you don't know anything about this, do you?
I don't know why you're putting a maggot in the truck, no.
Not the putting the maggot in the truck thing, the maggots in particular. You don't know anything about them?
I know
You're
that
not
there's
here.
been some bugs recently in the garden, so I can only imagine it's connected.
Well, these are the same bugs as that are infesting your business, your mill.
I see. It's quite a shame then. As we do move to Thomas's turn in the combat order. And you are going to watch Vincent. All of you would be able to see this, but Vincent, you're looking at Thomas directly. You watch as Thomas puts his hand back in his pocket and withdraws a knife. It's quite plain looking, maybe about the size of his forearm in total. A Flamberger blade, very wiggly blade.
That's
And
not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife. He doesn't move towards you. He's not a barbarian. He's not going to stab you with it. No, instead, he seems to raise it and point it at you. And Vincent, I am going to need you to roll me a power roll. Vincent, you begin to feel as every piece of moisture is sucked out of your body. You feel yourself becoming parched, your blood sort of congealing in funny ways. You get a bit lightheaded. And you realize, I think that dagger is glowing. Vincent, can you remind me how much HP you have right now?
I still have full hit points, which is 12.
Yes. Can you roll me 1d6? And please take that much physical damage. The other two of you see as Vincent physically begins to not age per se, more just desiccate in front of you.
I don't feel so good.
I wouldn't think so. Now, why don't you open the cellar? Vincent, it is your turn.
Well, when he is doing this to me,
Now,
I'm going to focus my. I'm going to drop the boxes that I'm holding still. And this is why I'm realizing why isn't anyone looking at Thomas what he is doing? Because I bet he would have do something that we are trying to do something to those maggots. He is so involved. So I'm going to brawl with him. I'm going to try to take the weapon from him.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me. Vincent will roll a contested check to try and not lose his weapon.
So brawl.
Yep, with brawl. Oh.
Oh wait, what?
Good.
Okay, this could be still good.
Oh, that's not good. So here's the problem here. You have failed, but I have fumbled.
Yes. So
Exactly.
So, Vincent, what does it look like when Vincent brawls?
Well, I would say that he might have done some judo or jujitsu. So he is trying to do some of those moves. I would say jujitsu would be more fitting for disarming.
Mhm.
So he's trying to do a jiu-jitsu move to get the weapon, but he misses because I think that Thomas sees it coming. But Thomas and Sam apparently makes a mistake with getting his weapon out of the way.
Yeah, so what ends up happening is you lunge forwards, you try and disarm him, and you manage to perform the move correctly. However, the weirdest thing happens. As you go to grab the knife out of Thomas's hand, you notice that your hand just grabs around nothing. And as you look back, you notice that Thomas is standing there empty-handed and looking very, very surprised. I'm going to roll now because it is my turn in the combat initiative.
oh no.
Oh.
What?
You all hear. Give me a second to check what my stat is. Oh, that's a problem. You all hear a massive thunk ram against the inside of the wine cellar. Thunk.
That's not good.
Tanks.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Book it to the trunk.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Let's see how we're going.
If it sucks, hit the bricks.
Yes.
Yeah, you go.
The
How
shit
far do
that
you go?
has hit the faneth.
I'll go right to the truck and I will open the driver's side door and crawl in. I will,
Understandable.
however, move to the driver's the co-driver's position,
Yeah.
leaving the driver's position empty for anyone who wants to drive.
Understandable. You've done this.
I do ready my knife just in case something does follow, which isn't one of my teammates.
Sure. Thank you for the clarification. Otherwise, you will stab your teammate.
Yes.
Sean, it's your turn.
Great. Weird shit's happening. I am going to. I guess. Can I shut the door of the back of the truck here?
Yeah. The back door or the driver's side door?
The back door that I was at.
Yep.
I was putting a box in. So
Yep. You shut the door.
I slammed that shut, and I think I'm gonna also run for the driver's side.
Yep. You
All right,
get in.
we're leaving. Let's go.
I think I can say it was nice knowing you. Because
In the fucking car.
You're about to get left.
Just we'll squeeze in.
With that,
especially because Thomas is first.
with that, would you like to have an action? All right, your action was shutting the doors, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, getting the doors closed and open. I mean, there is one more thing I would try, but I think it would take an entire turn to do.
Do you want to start the car?
I'll start the car. We'll say that I'll getting the doors closed, getting to the car, and
Yeah, we don't have to worry about the boxes in the back. It's just empty.
There's one box you need to worry about in the back.
it's fine.
Yeah, you start the car. And now it is Thomas's turn once again. I'm going to say you're currently holding his wrist, if you think that that is a thing that Vincent would do.
Well, literally did jujitsu myself, and to this arm, you grab the wrist and then slam on the hand to make him let go of the weapon. You don't take the
Perfect.
weapon, you just slam it out of the hand.
Well,
That's
you
what I
slam the
was
back of his
trying.
hand, and just no knife hits the ground. But there's also
Yeah.
not a knife in his hand. You watch as this man just sort of turns to face you. And he had been an older gentleman, maybe 90 or so. But as he looks at you, he's got just the slightest amount of shock in his eyes before one of his hands comes up and grabs you by the shoulder. He's going to try and physically pull you off of him. You have an option here because you are the target of an attack. Would you like to block? Would you like to dodge? Would you like to try and counterattack? Would you like to do none of the above?
I would try to counter because my plan was, because I was still kind of in a scuffle with him, to throw him at the door of the wine cellar.
Oh,
That whatever who does come out, who take him first.
yeah, absolutely. Roll me a counterattack. You can use Brawl if you would like to use Brawl.
Yeah. Hard success.
Oh, did I get I only got a normal success, which means you have succeeded in your counterattack. So, you are going to watch as Thomas, or I think the other two of you would probably also see this as well. Thomas basically grabs you, Vincent, by sort of the collarbone here. What do you do?
I would be grabbing him and then do a judo throw onto the door with him.
Nice. Can you roll me a luck check?
Hey?
Luck check.
A luck. My luck is very high. Oh, full success. Nice.
Hell yeah, there we go.
Vincent, do you think it's luckier if the door breaks or doesn't break?
You know what? I'm gonna leave this on to chance. I'm gonna do 100. Below 50, the door stays. Above 50, the door breaks.
Absolutely.
Okay. Ooh, oh.
Oh.
You hear a crack of wood. The door doesn't open fully, but you know that whatever it is not stable anymore.
I'm gonna run towards the truck, of course, after this.
You do have movement to get inside the truck if you want to get inside the truck.
Yeah.
You're inside the truck.
And when I'm in the truck, I'm gonna keep looking at the door because I still am curious of what that thing was, even though I'm squashed.
Oh, I should actually mention, sorry, it's not your turn yet. Now it's your turn. You still have an action you can use if you wish to use an action.
Huh. Well, I will close the door while I'm inside the truck,
Understand?
and I'm going to take a gander to see if I'm able to see what's coming out of the door.
If you're in the back of the truck,
No, that door was closed.
Oh, okay, so you're all three in the front. Yeah, you'd be able to see the door. You'd be able to see. Give me a spot hidden check.
I'm not good at that. There. See, I'm not good at that.
Sorry, you have luck if you want to spend luck.
Yeah, but if I want to spend luck, I need to spend 20. Almost 20 luck. No,
What else are you gonna use it?
you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna spend my luck.
Nice.
So that would be. I'm not good at math.
16,
16. Okay.
I think. If I can do my math quickly. Quick math.
Then I still have 54 luck left.
Vincent, you begin to see this black goo, almost like oil, seeping up through the cracks in this wooden door. And you see for the first time Thomas genuinely panic. You hear him scream. And this is not the scream of somebody trying to save face. This is the scream of somebody who knows what's coming. You watch as this oil, this tar, this mucus curls around his limbs. And you see just the briefest glimpse of bone underneath. I'm going to need you to roll me a sanity check.
Huh?
You think seeing things is good?
No, I'm just like, huh, what the fuck was that?
Is it muted as muted or?
Unfortunately, beat it is beat it, but I'm going to be kind and say you don't have to take damage on this one.
Hey.
Or
Yeah,
at least you
but
don't have to
that
take
means
full
I
damage
have
on this one.
58 versus 58, so
You don't have to take full damage on this one. I am going to ask you to roll a I'm going to ask you to roll a d6 for me and take half.
so D3. No.
Yes, so a d3. Can you tell I'm used to running physical games?
Yeah. And that would be
Sanity,
2
I'm
hit
gonna-
points.
No, sanity, not hit points.
Sanity.
Yep. And then you all are going to hear thunk as the wine cellar door bursts open.
Drive.
You
It's not my turn.
will all see Thomas fall into the wine cellar. Vincent, you're the only one who sees what comes next. As he falls, you see part of his leg where he had been covered in that mucus. Every piece of flesh has been stripped from bone. And the small amounts of blood that remain are this tarry, black goop. And you see a tendril of something. You're not sure what in the low light. The headlights aren't quite illuminating it yet. Reach out and grab onto the edge of the door. And you see it gain weight as it starts to pull something higher. Sean, it's your Tanks, it's your turn.
I mean, I'm in the passenger seat.
You can always hold an action.
Yes, I'll hold an action, and in case something comes into the, in case that thing decides to reach into the cabin of the truck we are in, I will try and stab it.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Sean.
Drive.
A bad idea.
What's your bad idea?
Well, I have a car, and that thing's a. So I will begin driving, but I'm not going to leave. I'm going to position it so that I can try to ram whatever the fuck comes out of the.
Give me a drive auto. Please give me a drive auto.
Oh, it's so good. It's a 3.
Oh, it's so
so
good. What is your drive
fucking
auto
good.
skill total right
70.
now? 70, which means that I do believe you have just hit a critical success.
Extreme.
Extreme for sure. There is also critical successes, which I believe happen on 1 to 3 once you are above 15 a skill. And if it's not, that's how it's working tonight, and chat can get mad at me. So,
Anyway.
sorry, you must understand. If I'm going to make the fumbles harder for you guys, I'm also going to make the crits
Yeah,
better
yes,
for you
of course,
guys.
of
Like
course.
it's equivalent exchange. Yeah, you put the car in position to ram. You will have an increased chance of damage when you ram, if you ram next turn.
Awesome. That's the plan.
All right. It's Thomas's turn. Thomas is not doing anything.
I think
Vincent's
Thomas is
turn.
kind of.
I don't think Thomas is ever going to do anything.
It's Vincent's turn.
The only thing I'm going to do is tell Sean, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell?"
Whatever that thing is, we can't let it get out.
Whatever that thing is, we were meant as food for it.
Probably. Which means get the fuck out.
Definitely. That's what
You want to jump out? Now's the chance.
Can I just slam his gas pedal?
You're going to sabotage me?
Oh.
I know. I just want you to get the hell out of this. I don't want you to drive.
I'm going to fight you.
You know what? Brawl for it. Brawl for it, the
Okay.
both of you.
Okay.
You can use drive auto. Sean, you can use drive auto because that's what you're doing here. Vincent, you got to use brawl or strength.
The brawl.
6.
I
Sean.
think this will be a win for Sean then.
I think
Because
Sean wins.
It's 6.
Vincent, you reach over, you try and slam your foot onto the gas pedal, and you feel the parking brake lock up. Sean, you're revving this engine.
Don't make it explode.
And you watch as another one of those long... Have you ever seen a bacteria move? They drag themselves along with small extensions of their body. Not limbs per se, as humans would understand them, but masses. Masses that they throw their body weight into to pull forwards. You watch as another one of those masses pulls out of the cellar, slams onto the ground, and you all see now that Sean has set the headlights so nicely right on this thing that it is made up of maggots. Maggots working together, pulling together, consuming one another, pulling, biting, squishing together as it begins to pull out of the cellar. You see wings, you see locusts, you see earthworms, you see tar and mucus. And as it pulls out, you see what you could only imagine is a face. Not its face, no. You see Thomas Zand. His skull stuck in the side of this thing in a perpetual scream. I am going to need you all to make me a sanity check as you see this thing.
Okay, my sanity is 75.
Phoenix succeeds. Dawn
Yes,
succeeds.
I would.
You all succeed. I'm going to need you all to take 1d3 of sanity damage.
So that's /R?
Yep, /R.
2 sanity.
1d3.
Where do I put that? Do I just knock down a point from my sanity?
One
Yep,
sanity
knock it off.
damage.
/R, hold on. 1,
And then,
there we go. 1.
oh, who has made this thing the angriest? I think Vincent has.
No!
I mean, you grappled it.
No,
No, actually, Tanks has. Tanks has made it the angriest.
yeah.
Tanks
Well,
squished the
no.
bug.
Yeah, squish the bug, yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
Tanks made it the
Yeah.
angriest.
Well, and but Sean is trying to ram it, so.
He doesn't know that yet.
Depends.
Doesn't know,
Does he
yeah,
know?
doesn't know. Tanks,
Okay.
I'm going to need you to
Yeah,
roll me
thanks.
a power check.
How?
As you, in your
What is my power?
soul, feel that this thing is looking at you.
I'm good.
It is staring at you. And you feel very similar to what Vincent felt. You feel as this water in your body begins to be sucked out of you. You're trained. You know what you're doing. You tense your core, you stabilize yourself, and you feel you've not prevented everything. You have, however, reduced its effect quite severely. Can you
Okay.
roll me a d2 and take that much HP damage? As you basically make you force yourself against it. You force yourself to keep your vitality inside your body where it belongs.
That's hit points?
That's hit points.
There's 1 hit point.
It's much worse than sanity damage.
Yeah, there's not a lot of hit points.
Not a lot of hit points. And then we go back to Frank.
If your sanity goes down, you just go into the sanity house. But
Mhm.
when your hit points go down, you just die.
You
Yeah,
just
probably.
die. You're just dead.
Yeah, you're just dead. DED dead.
Tanks. It's your turn.
Fucking book it. I'm still just yelling to drive and holding my action in case that thing does come into the cabin. Because then I'm stabbing it.
Understandable. Sean.
I drive.
Drive. Drive auto for me. You get a bonus dice.
So that's another D100, right?
It's another D100.
Okay.
So that would be double and then take the
God,
lowest.
32.
So 32, yeah. And you
If
can tell me if you get better things.
If I spend an ass load of luck, can I turn it into an extreme success?
Yes, you absolutely can.
I'm gonna spend
No,
an
I
ass
don't.
We
load of luck
don't
for that.
see anything.
I don't see it. This is incredibly unfortunate. Hang on.
I think you need to turn off the green screen.
Yeah, I'm fixing it for chat. Give me a second. No effects play. There we go. Ooh, where is he? There he
Oh,
is.
yeah, there it is.
Wait,
Crawling one.
they will not be able to hear everyone, but
Oh. Aha. There's our lovely little lad.
That thing is insane. Anyway,
hey, that looks pretty creepy.
this
I've
is awful.
put it on the
This
cam of
one's
your
for me.
so no one could hear the rest of us.
Mhm, mhm.
There we go.
Just to make sure that everyone sees what creepy crawly is trying to kill us.
I've given you a creepy crawly. Well, with an extreme success, Dawn, you can make a choice for me. Would you like to roll 3d6 or 1d20 for damage?
Ooh.
Statistically, 3d6 does more damage.
I know. But I could also really fuck up a 3d6.
But you can also.
know what? Let's have fun here. We'll do 3d6. And because everybody here is in the car with me, I want everyone to roll a d6.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fun. Everyone gets a d6.
Oh, nice.
Low. 2, 5.
Hello, D6.
7.
Yep.
All right, that's
1.
7 damage. That's 8
Ooh.
damage.
8 damage.
It does not kill.
Ugh.
Sean, you rev the engine, you throw off the parking brake, and you lurch your van forwards. And you feel this impact. Everyone in the car slams forwards a little bit. And you go all the way over this creature. You feel the tires pop underneath you. Less of a pop and more of a slow melting of the rubber that they were made from. Tanks.
Yes.
You see a tendril latched onto the window next to you.
It's on the window, not yet in.
All right. Then it turns into Vincent's turn.
I'm gonna check if we only close the doors like closing. I'm gonna put the locks.
Lock it, yes.
Yeah.
No, and then I'm just like, I'll drive away.
Drive away.
Okay.
The creature is going to make a roll to try and shatter that window.
Oh no.
You have injured it quite severely. And oh no, oh dear, oh no.
Oh dear.
And
Well,
Tanks. Yeah.
low is good for the creature, right? So
Yeah, low is
Yes,
good for the
yes.
creature. Tanks, you watch as the window cracks,
Hold it ready.
spider webs, and shatters inwards.
Go.
Would you like to stab? Yeah, please
Yes.
roll me a stab.
What,
The creature cannot dodge because it is not attacking right now.
what would that be as a skill? Because I don't.
Brawl or fighting, if you've got a fighting skill, something like that.
Fighting brawl is better than my brawl, so
Then
did
fighting
you have
brawl.
like knife or
I do have a knife, yes, but I don't have
yeah,
a
but
knife.
in
thing.
combat it might be that you see a weapons in the combat tab,
That would be the second one, right?
second tab.
Yes, for me that's completely black.
Oh, yeah, for me too.
Then fighting brawl. Do a fighting brawl.
Yes, I'll do a fighting brawl, which is not good, but then again, I have not spent any luck points, so never mind. And no luck is gonna turn that around.
Oh, that's a lot. Is that a fumble?
It is a fighting brawl. Is a 25.
That is a fumble, I am afraid.
Yes.
Tanks.
I'm gonna lose text.
You go to stab, and you watch as the maggots, one of them pops, and the others take this as an opportunity to begin crawling up your arm. And you feel that you are not going to be able to pull this back easily. The creature is in the cabin with you all,
Oh,
and it smells. It smells of putrefaction. I need you all to roll me another sanity check as you spend more time looking at it. Tanks is just unfazed.
Same, I'm sane. I'm not sane anymore.
I need the both of you two, not Tanks, the other two of you, to roll me an intelligence save.
Please let me be dumb.
That's
Please let
good.
me
Failing
be
is good.
just-
Failing the intelligence is good.
I succeed.
Is it?
Yes. Okay. So the way that sanity works in Call of Cthulhu is you first have to check if it's something that's going to get to you. That's the sanity roll. The next thing you have to check is if you understand how bizarre and out of this world it is, which is the intelligence check. So if you are a more intelligent character, you are more likely to succeed a roll, which means you're going to take more sanity damage. If you fail the roll, your brain basically can rationalize it as, no, this is fine. It's just a weird looking dog.
Okay. So I have high intelligence, but I'm lucky with what I roll now.
Yeah. Maybe bugs just smell like this, Vincent. You don't know.
Probably.
No, I live in a clean house.
Exactly. So Tanks and Vincent, I'm going to need you both to take 1d3 sanity damage. Sean.
Uh-oh.
Sean.
Uh-oh.
There is a collection of bodies trying to climb into your car. Or into this car, not yours. I'm going to need you to take 2d6 sanity damage for me.
2d6.
2d6.
That's a lot. It could be quite a lot.
That would. I think,
It's fucking 12 sanity. Jesus.
well,
So, the way that Call of Cthulhu works, we have a sanity system, and if you take enough sanity damage at a single point in time, you go indefinitely insane.
yes.
Or, sorry,
Okay.
you go temporarily insane. If you then take an additional amount of sanity damage, you go indefinitely insane. Indefinitely insane characters can never come back into the game. Temporarily insane characters can come back into the game if either time passes or other players pull them back into the game via a very good psychology check. Because this is a one-shot, I am going to unfortunately rule that Sean has suffered a complete mental breakdown.
And he's driving great.
And he's driving. So, Dawn, you may continue to play. However, you are not working with these two anymore. You are serving a new master.
Uh-oh.
We are already over time, but I do not care.
Tanks, it's your turn.
Creature went through the front window?
Side window, passenger side window.
Passenger side window. Damn, so I have to go over
Yeah, you
past
have to go
Sean.
over everyone. Yeah.
What if I just bust out the front window? Just bust through the front window and then climb over the truck, get out the cabin.
Great question. How are you going to bust through the front windshield?
Kicking it open.
You are going to receive a penalty dice for this because front windshields are hard to break.
Especially if they
Did we just ram into a building?
No, I
No,
ran into a creature.
we ran into a creature.
Yes.
That
I waited for it to come out of the
exists
building
mostly
before I
out
ran
of
into it.
bugs.
Sure. We have no other way to get out.
Go on ahead.
What would that be?
Give me a strength roll.
That's my best. So wait, penalty dice. How does that work? 2d10, right?
It's 2d100. You have to take the highest.
61, which is below my strength, which is an 85.
So it is a success.
There we go.
What does
It
look
was
like?
definitely a success, but if you look at the other one, it was a 6. It might have been a
That would have
critical
been
success.
a lot better. Would have been a critical success. Yeah.
It is
no,
success.
Not critical.
Explain to me what this looks like, Phoenix.
He just basically sits up on the seat and just both feet basically just pushing right up against the window as hard as he can until he just feels it pop out its frame and then just drop to the hood.
Absolutely.
And then all my movement to climb out.
As you go to move, you remember something.
Yeah, I'm grabbed.
You're grappled. Do you leave your arm behind?
Do you leave your arm behind? Is an insane question.
That no one ever.
Survival training. What would he do in survival training?
You don't need it.
I mean, he's been in the army. He knows what to do when he's lost an arm. Tourniquet. So
You don't need an arm.
I risk it. Sure.
Thanks.
I'm risking it.
You go. You begin to move. And you feel just the slightest amount of pull on your right arm.
It's my shooting arm, damn it.
Before you pull just a bit further out of the van, and you feel your entire arm slough off as if taking off a glove. You're on top of the car.
Yes, indeed.
Your arm, if you can call it that, still hurts.
Just a flesh wound.
I mean, yeah.
In a way.
You are going to take damage from me because you have just lost an arm. You
Yeah,
take,
yeah. No worries.
1d... I can't say 1d5. That's a weird number. Take 1d6 damage.
1d6, come on.
1d5 doesn't exist. Wow, you take it
Wow.
really well.
Tanks. Insane.
I got the nickname for a reason.
Adrenaline
Apparently.
is crazy.
Well, I would almost think now that you would really say just a flesh wound.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything at the moment. He just wants to get that fuck out.
Sean. Somebody is escaping. Somebody is
Is
next
he on
to
the
you.
car?
He's on top of the car.
He's on top now,
Cool.
yes.
I'm going to
Oh,
just
no, he's
calmly lurch forward, try to knock him off balance.
I would like a drive auto from you and a dexterity from Tanks.
I thought you were just going to hit the brake full on.
I think the car was already stopped when it hit the creature.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Okay, my drive auto is
16. Nice.
So I have to spend luck points to then
Success.
make the dexterity. Oh wait, yeah, no, it doesn't gonna work. You know.
You can spend luck points to make the dexterity roll, yes.
Well, why would you use luck points? This roll is a nice roll.
It's a nice roll, but it
It's a
doesn't.
nice
It
roll.
isn't good enough to save it.
I will say, Dawn, is that not a hard success? Because you have a 70
I don't know what-
in drive auto,
Yeah.
right?
Is that what that is?
So it goes half is a hard success, 1/5 is an extreme success.
Got it.
So I think
Okay.
you have a
So
hard
this would be
success right now.
So not even okay. Yeah, no. Then this will be it.
All right.
So I'll stick with this because it's a
All
good
right.
good number.
Nice.
Nice.
Tanks, you feel the car lurch underneath you and you lose your balance. And you fall.
Combat roll.
And you combat roll and you realize the ground beneath you is wet. It squishes as you land. And when you stand up, you realize that your back is a lot colder than it was earlier. Tanks, you are covered in this mucus.
Nice knowing you.
Vincent, it's your turn.
Well, I see Sean stopping tanks, right?
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to unlock his door, and I'm just going to try and push him out of the car.
Give me a strength check, absolutely. You
Strength
can contest this, Sean, if you'd like.
Yeah, how would I contest
Strength
this?
roll.
Strength roll. Strength or brawl. Strength or brawl.
Okay, roll.
Okay, how would I contest this?
Strength or
Right.
brawl. Preferably brawl.
Okay. Preferably brawl. What's my brawl?
Let's go.
My brawl is
I
30.
think we're about to have a mutiny.
Yeah, I mean,
40. If I no, it wouldn't work. All right. Does it matter if I get a success and he gets a hard success?
It does, because the better success level wins.
Okay. So either way, it wouldn't work because.
Yeah, so either way, apparently Vincent is going to be kicking you out of this car.
All right.
Vincent, what does it look like?
well, I open the door, and I just kick him out, and then I'm going to take his seat and try to drive away myself. I'm not as good a driver as he is, but still.
So I will say that you can get into the driver's seat. You are not going to be able to start driving this turn. That's going to be next turn.
Yeah, but I am closing the door if that's possible.
Absolutely.
Not letting him in anymore.
Absolutely, you can close the door.
The creature is through the passenger side window,
And there is no front window anymore.
and there is no front window. And the
So
creature
you know what? Then
through.
I'm not going, because then driving will not have any sense. Then I kicked him out. I get out of the car and just kick it.
Yeah.
Come on, you did it.
Vincent is starting to run. This is fine.
Mhm.
Tanks. Not tanks. Creature.
The creature
Creature
is
gets to
the-
go first. Now, Sean, Dawn, what do you think? Do you think the creature is going to go after the one that's running or the one that's already captured?
I feel like if it's got something that's already captured, it'd probably go for him.
Fair enough. Tanks.
Yes.
You watch as one of these pseudopods begins to lurch towards you. Would you like to dodge, counterattack, block?
I would like to dodge.
You would like to dodge. Roll me dexterity, please.
Dexterity is decent. Not that decent though. I can
Not
spend
good?
luck points to make it succeed though.
If it is a normal success, I think you succeed.
So I have to spend the amount to make it succeed, right?
Yes.
So then we'll have to spend 14 luck points.
Correct.
Yes, I will do that.
Correct. As you see it coming, you manage to just duck and weave out of the way
There we go.
before it sort of slurches into the ground next to you. Sean, it's up to you.
So he's running away.
Oh, sorry, not Sean. Tanks, it's up to you.
Booking it.
You are booking it. They are both
Yes.
booking it. Enjoy. Sean, it's up to you.
So he kicked me out of the car and ran.
Yep. Sean, you feel there's a knife next to your hand.
No, it's in his back.
Backstabber.
Okay. I look
You
towards
twisted
the
it.
knife. Which knife is this? Whose knife is this?
You notice that it's a knife about the size of your forearm with a
Big-ass
wiggly
knife.
blade.
Uh-oh, it's
Thomas's knife.
Thomas's knife. Yep.
Even if it wasn't,
Right.
it's just Thomas's knife. Yeah.
I grabbed the knife. Now, I don't know if I saw what happened when he used the knife on.
Up to you.
Because can I try to figure out what the purpose of this knife is somehow?
You could roll me a Cthulhu Mythos roll with a success rate of 25.
Okay. So that means, what does that mean? So I roll a D100 and then on a 25 or lower success?
Correct.
Well, Cthulhu Mythos is a skill. If I would roll it, I would definitely not succeed because I have a 0 in
I have
it.
a 0 in it as well.
I also have a 0. That's why.
I think we all start with one.
Everyone starts with a 0, yes.
Success rate of 25. I succeed.
You know
Hey.
exactly what this knife does, Sean. Sean, if you point this knife at somebody, it will sap away their vitality. It will send this vitality to something else.
So I see that man running away. And I just calmly raise it towards him.
Who is making a power roll on?
I think I know
Vincent.
who. See, I knew it.
Don't fail.
I don't.
I need you to take 1d3 damage for me again.
Can I take 8 luck to make it a hard success?
You can.
Will it do
You
anything?
will take 2 damage for me. No, you will take 1 damage for me.
If I would do that.
Yeah. So instead of rolling 1d3, you take 1 damage.
So I will do the 8 luck. So that we 46 luck left. And 1 damage.
Yeah.
Hit point.
One hit point, yeah.
Okay, then at least I'm still alive.
That is fair. That is important. That is good.
And now I only have one goal in mind, and that's staying alive.
Vincent, it is your turn. You can escape this round if you would like to.
I am. I'm gonna still. I feel that same energy again that Thomas did towards me. So I'm like pushing through and keep running.
You watch as Vincent disappears into one of the bushes on this property. Out of sight, but not necessarily out of reach, out of range. Just not here now. The creature will lurch towards Tanks.
Sure.
Tanks, this is going to be a contested dexterity.
Sure.
So please roll that for me. Oh boy, yeah, that's kind of what I expected from this guy.
So yes, I rolled a 61.
Is that a success?
Compared to my normal dexterity, no. But I can make it one.
Would you like to make it one?
Yes, I will make it one.
You will make it one, which means I have failed and you have succeeded, so you are able to fully dodge this.
Hell yeah.
You don't. You lose a little bit of ground against this creature, but you are still very, very far ahead, and you think you will be able to escape before this creature gets to move again.
Mhm.
To keep this interesting, I have 2 ways that this can go. The way that this is going to go is I'm going to have Tanks go, then Sean is going to have one last chance to stop him. So, Tanks.
Yes,
what
I
would you
will
like
run.
to do? You will run. Sean.
Dodging and weaving.
He's going to get away unless you stop him. Would you like to do anything?
Car's still running, right?
Car still running.
Right.
And I'm running in the opposite direction.
It's got 2 directions. It's got a Prindle.
Got 2 direction.
It's got a Prindle. Seriously,
I'm-
you watched.
To use my best skill to try to run over.
This is the
tank.
sweet life.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Roll me drive auto, please. And you can roll me a dexterity to contest this. Actually, no. Roll me a luck to contest this, because that's more fun. Oh, no.
Nope.
Great success.
That is a critical success and a fumble. Well, Sean, how's this happen?
So he's running behind the truck.
Yes.
Yep.
Because that's the road we came by.
Great. So what I think happens is I don't just reverse. We're in like it's like a shipping, like a, I'm forgetting the fucking word.
It's like a
What kind
shipping
of
van.
truck is this? Yeah. It's got
this-
like an attachment, right?
I would
That,
almost say like
It's
a
like a
postal
Ford
van.
Transit. Dawn, when I say Ford Transit, do you know what I'm talking about?
It's for
I drove them
It's a
Yeah.
Ford
when I
Transit.
did the package delivery.
It's Ford Transit.
right. I'm sorry. I was just trying to figure out, does it have like an attached, like,
It doesn't have a trailer.
where we put
No, it's not got a trailer.
no,
It's
it's
like
not
a big van.
Okay.
It's,
Big van,
it's a
got it.
big postal van.
Mhm.
So they're a little bigger than a normal van, but
You
Then-
can fit 9 people into one of them, including a
Got
whole
it.
bunch of research equipment.
So I whip the car around and I just floor it. And I don't care what happens to me so long as I take him down. If I gotta take a tree down with me, I will.
That's fair. Tanks. Actually, no, you're the one attacking. Sean. Can you please roll me a d8?
Okay.
Car accidents can hurt.
3.
Tanks, please take 3 damage.
Okay.
Are you alive?
Yes, I am.
Sean, you floor it. And you manage to just hit Tanks square in the back. Tanks, you go flying. Luckily, unfortunately, words that don't mean great things right now. Because the tires have been melted away by the mucus of the creature. Sean, you lose control of the wheel for a moment. And the van careens into a nearby tree, stopping it in its tracks. You are alive, rattled but uninjured, all things considered. However, it does give Tanks time to run and to escape into the night. And that is where we are going to end our Call of Cthulhu adventure.
Hell yeah.
Found a crawling one, lost one of our friends, and 2 more with unknown side effects.
well, wow.
Hell yeah.
This was
To think-
awesome.
I know.
Did
Well,
everyone
guy
have
with
very
fun?
well.
Yeah, this was good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I hope everyone had fun. It was very
Oh,
nice
yeah.
to DM. Ooh, my microphone. It was very nice to DM Call of Cthulhu again. It is one of my favorite systems. I've not DM'd since February when I ended my last campaign, and I'm really looking to start a new one. So, fingers
Who
crossed.
knows? Maybe we could do a longer campaign on my channel if you'd like.
I was also thinking about putting it on my channel if I have the time.
Ooh.
There's
Maybe I
options.
would be interested in joining then. At least I hope everyone that was watching enjoyed this 2 shots of Call of Cthulhu. Because, yeah, 2 sessions, so
Have
2 shots.
Maggie. Maggie will keep me company.
Oh, Maggie!
Yeah.
I forgot about Maggie. Yeah.
Well, Maggie was still there.
Maggie
Yeah.
was still there.
So, we will be back next week. I'm still thinking of what to run, but I have some ideas. And at the end of November, you were able to run a game for us again, Annalise? You wanted to do
Yes. So,
Avatar?
yeah, I would be down to do Avatar if that is something that everyone else wants to go back into.
Oh yeah.
I think the end of November, like literally the last week of November, is probably my only week I'm not going to be available. So,
Amazing.
Well,
that's great.
We'll work on
Well,
it. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
if you're not able to make it the first session, that wouldn't be that big of a disaster
Yeah.
because I had some players join later as well. So you can always
It's always
that's the handy thing with a Powered by the Apocalypse system. You can always add people in later.
So session 1 is finding Atka. Got it. Prepping that.
That's
Who knows?
Spirit Adventure.
So
Right?
we are going to continue in the same era.
Yes. So that is actually something I need to chat with Skoon about because I know a lot more about earlier eras of Avatar, but I'm also okay doing Republic City if you guys are okay with canon divergence.
Sure.
I already said this entire part that I did wasn't canon anymore because it's after the show.
Very much.
So I hope at least that everyone that watched enjoyed. This is going to be on YouTube pretty quickly because I just recorded it immediately. As always, Louise, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Nalise or at youtube.com/NaliseRPG. Hopefully this Sunday I'm back with my regular crew playing Dungeons and Dragons. They recently learned quite a lot about the mystery, metaphysics, puppeteers of the world, which
Ooh.
they're having quite a lot of fun with.
Puppets.
Yeah. And maybe in about a month and a bit, you will also find me here on Skoon's channel running a game. We'll see.
Yeah. Felix.
And they can find me here. They can find me on the Discord. Link it.
The doobly doo.
Pause it for dramatic effect. There we go. You can find me there, chat me on there, and hopefully Tuesday games will start running up again. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see about that.
I'm going to have a Tuesday game, but...
Yes, I might be able to join that game as the other game's falling out. Which is unfortunate, but it's schedules and real-life stuff issues. But anyway, you can also follow me on Instagram, PhoenixFisher21.
And last but not least, of course, the one that gone totally insane, Don.
Hello, I'm Don. You can't find me. You're not allowed. Yeah.
It's been taken over.
No, I mean, I show up here on this channel every now and then, and I also play games with RX Oliver on DHC. That's really about all I've been doing lately.
You don't stream a lot on your own channel anymore, do you?
Not these days. I really just haven't felt like it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, and you can, of course, find me here on my own channel and sometimes on IMT, Infinite Monkey Tales. We are going to start some games in the future again there as well, where I'm joining. We're going to have a second season of The Walking Dead, which was an awesome game. My character is going to be back with his 50% hearing because it's near. So yeah. And we are going to rate someone, as always. We will be back next week. I'm not sure with what yet, but we'll find something before that starts. So I hope you guys had a fun night, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Stay spooky.
Peace.